Live. There we go.
Boozing with gays.
Do it again.
That makes you very happy.
Boozing with gays.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody.
Full screen.
Go to full screen, baby.
There we go. Now I see. I can see you better.
The better to see you with, my dear.
So, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Baby. Whatever you want. Whatever I was vodka tonight. Vodka tonight.
I have a banner for you. I do have a banner. This is probably the first time I went, I have a banner. I have a banner,
baby.
Oh my God.
Okay, I gotta do this. Hold on. Because I have to watch it on the other screen as well. We might not have as many people watching that because we didn't send out our little thingy thing.
We did. We did a very well for those that are here. We thought we weren't going to do tonight.
We weren't going to do it.
We weren't going to do
it.
We weren't. We are leaving for vacation tomorrow.
We are going on vacation tomorrow.
And next week we're actually on vacation still.
We're on vacation next Friday as well. We're about, we have to get everything done.
So I think we're officially off next week.
We are going to be off next week.
So this vacation is
because we're going to be around the pool.
We're going to be sipping something cold around a pool.
Sipping something cool around the pool.
And hopefully looking at scantily clad people in the process.
We're going to a resort. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about this because, we are going to Hawaii, and there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about Hawaii in the news. About the fact that they are asking non-islanders to stay away.
Yes.
They're asking us to stay away.
Well, but now you say this. One thing you'll find out about tonight's show is that we have little to talk.
We have little to talk about because literally it's been a crazy week.
We have a couple of things.
We have a couple of things.
I want to go back to this because now this was brought to our attention through our child Maxwell.
Yes, they brought that to our attention.
Hey, but have you read about it?
Oh, I did. Oh, baby, there's a lot. Go on the TikTok.
So who are the they that are saying?
No, there's the indigenous people of the island.
They're saying don't.
Because what's happening is there's a water shortage.
Yeah,
I know that's really weird that there's a water shortage.
Why would
in Hawaii?
But
someplace surrounded by water. It feels
not
weird.
Surrounded by potable water.
Potable.
It is not a potable water. But I mean, it makes sense because if we can. So the problem with as I see it, the problem with this whole conundrum is that Hawaii relies on tourism for its revenue.
Yes,
and now they're saying, well, but because we are so lack of water, that actually is hurting us. So
but here's the deal. We may have changed our minds if we knew about this before everything was paid for and we got everything. And we want to be socially conscious. We absolutely want to be. And like I said, our child brought this up and we want to recognize that they are very much socially conscious. Mm-hmm. And we feel bad, but it was like, we've already paid for everything.
You were so white privileged.
Child. I scrimped and scraped it for that trip. This has been scrimping and scraping.
We paid for it. We're going to go. I don't give a damn.
No, it's not like it's like, it's like we would have lost a lot of money and we ain't got a lot of money to lose.
I like it when he gets the
And the thing is, and we know that we are privileged that we're going on a trip. We are very privileged. We understand that because a lot of people can't take a trip right now. And it's like,
we have to talk about what I find fascinating about traveling to Hawaii is, you think, oh, we'll get on a plane. No, we'll get on a plane, and I guess we're wearing a mask for Hawaii. No, you got to get on a plane. You have to have a COVID shot, okay, and prove that you are not carrying COVID in your body, and get a test 72 hours beforehand. Then you go get the test. They say, oh, you already have the shot. You don't need the test. I mean, everyone has mixed messages. And there's all these Hawaii sites that you're supposed to kind of upload your information and say, here's this, here's that. But then, Sebastian got his COVID shots at a place, what it was like the Save On. The Save On, and the Save On wasn't recognized by the state of Hawaii as being legitimate. So you go, this is just getting complicated. So we decided We uploaded as much as we could for the 4 of us, and we are bringing every single piece of paper we have, every single vaccine, every single you are COVID-free, everything.
Boom, checka, boom.
And the other thing that we didn't
boom.
realize, Sebastian turned 18 in December, and we didn't, and I thought, oh, well, he has his passport. He go, care, that'll be his ID. I looked at his passport like not 2 weeks ago. It expired. And so we didn't have a current ID. So you took him to the DMV, and we have that piece of paper, you know, the temporary that looks like, oh, you can, yeah. But there's no picture. So
it's gonna be a lot,
we're bringing expired passports, birth certificates, social security cards.
Nick Arnson, we're gonna bring him because we need a really nice white man to say, look. So we're gonna speaking of everybody. Hey, Nick Arnson.
Are you gonna do your thing?
Matthew Black is here. Dion Lagriola, Jason Singer. What's up, Jason Singer? The man I was gonna marry, but he turned out to be straight. Sad. Hey, Bay. Jennifer Lee Warren is watching. Jennifer Lee Warren is watching all the way from the Catskills. Honey, tell us the joke. Come on, Matthew Black, how you doing? So, is my cast here from the Fountain Show? Because normally they're watching at this time. So I got to show something. I was at a retail shop, and I found this shirt. And maybe y'all can tell me what it means. You ready?
I know what it means. It means I'll have a glazed and one frosted.
What does that mean?
With coconut. No, 2 glazed. 2 glazed.
Jerry Saslow's here. Oh, how's our daughter? Jerry Saslow.
You like your naughty shirt.
And David C. Nichols. I love this shirt. This was on the dollar rack, y'all. This shirt was on the dollar rack. What does it mean? What's up, Michelle Banks?
What words are you looking for people to say?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what people. I need someone to put
Why
it.
is
Put
he
it. Put it
pointing
in.
at the donut holes?
Just okay. I'm just gonna show it one more time. Oh, travel with pride. We are gonna travel with pride. Hey, Gail Damon, how you doing, baby? Mwah. Good to see you. I'm sorry, Gail Damon Sullivan. We went to high school together. All right.
So
can we talk about before we get to that? Can we talk about one good thing that happened?
I don't know what that he's referring to.
One good thing that happened.
What?
Today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all aware. Today was Meghan McCain's last day on The View.
I don't know how this is good.
It was her last day.
I don't know how this is good.
It was her last day on The View because we never have to listen to that stank again.
I know. But you see, I'm playing chess in my head. You're doing checkers. It's done. She's gone. We don't have to hear about her. But there will always be a Republican pundit on The View. If it's not Elizabeth Hasselbeck, it's Meghan McCain. They're looking at people like Megyn Kelly, like Candace Owens. I'm like, you could get a real,
Tom Kelly, what would you say of Megyn McCain?
Any relation, by the way? Do you know Megyn?
Megyn Kelly.
Tom Kelly? No Megyn Kelly?
Do you?
Do you?
And if you do you claim her?
Chance, is she your first cousin once removed?
Oh, don't even think about it. So yeah,
well, then, okay.
So no one's telling me what they think this shirt means, and I'm sad.
It's fingers and donut holes.
Beantown, what's up? Can I say your real name? I don't know because I don't want people to know that you're famous. But I know who you are.
Who is it?
And I
Whisper
adore
in
you.
my ear.
I adore you. I'll whisper in your ear later.
No,
I've whispered in his ear though. What's up?
Is it Boy George?
Who I dated.
That's why I asked the question.
I dated Boy George. I have dated Boy George, and I have made out with Jeffrey Dahmer. We already know this story. It's a crazy.
So basically, you have a type.
Murderers.
Do you really want to hurt me?
And she cut you up and eat you.
Do you really want to make
So I just want to bring that up. I think it's just a great day because it's like I don't have to deal with her. And then she would talk about somebody's nepotism. She's talking about nepotism.
Well,
nepotism.
Well, there was that whole nepotism. Remember that film that came out, and then Ben Stiller. Remember there was that whole nepotism film. Did you guys see this? And like Spielberg's son directed it, daughter directed it, and Sean Penn's son acted
was the lead.
in it.
And there's all these very, very like Hollywood elite children are in this film.
Yeah, in this film.
And this brother said, "Listen, y'all. This is nepotism.
Yeah.
You can't do it. This is nepotism." You know, that's how y'all get ahead because
2 in the pink, 1 in the chocolate.
if by chocolate you mean that was Nick Arnson being dirty for y'all who can't see that. But yeah, but you know, it's like I don't want to have this conversation anymore because that Ben Stiller's saying that no, we all got this.
He was saying Hollywood was a meritocracy, and that the only way you could get jobs in Hollywood was by talent. But we all know.
You watch Girls,
but
they got about talent.
Honest to God, don't know anything about Girls. But may I finish the thought without you interrupting me?
Finish the thought without me interrupting you.
So what I want to say is, are you getting it? No, you're not doing it. So they use the word meritocracy, but the thing is, to get in the door, that is connections. I'm sorry, Spielberg, Mira. You know, I mean, you got a connection. You got connections to do this. You probably have some funding to be able to back some of it. You probably have all sorts of stuff that is going into the creating of the film. Now, you know, coming from a family that had some whatever. I mean, I'm
gonna fix this. Hold on, because right now this needs to go back just a little bit because it's creating this right here.
That feels comfortable.
Oh, does that feel good?
But coming from a family that my grandfather was kind of a guy, the cool guy that, you know, did a lot of stuff. And so, you know, I mean, I could ride his coattails if I want. I could walk in the door if I want. My dead grandfather is bloody blutes and all of that stuff. It doesn't mean anything to Hollywood, trust me. But in some circles, it means something. But it doesn't do, I don't know. This is where I'm going with my point. I can get in the door with my grandfather's name, right? Or my family name.
Yes.
And yes, it then might become meritocracy by how good am I at whatever I'm proposing I can do. But if I deny the fact that I can get in the door with my grandfather's name, then I'm bullshitting, right? That's the deal. And that's why I feel like Ben Stiller's bullshitting.
And you can get in the door with your father's name. I can open the door for you.
Okay.
This way, Mr. Falls.
It's falling again. Is it bothering you? Should I put a little bandy in?
You can do whatever you want.
So I have a picture I want to share.
Oh, I don't know. Here's the deal. And let's be clear with you. Because due to circumstances, and we're talking about this in a minute, we've not been together this week. This week we've not been together.
But I'm going to show
not been able to work on this. But I think that you should show your picture.
Well, one, stop making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Total excuse.
Show your picture.
Total excuse. So this last week, my stepmother, Deanna Foster, passed away.
Yes.
And I found this picture and I took it to my dad and he kind of loved it. And I just want to share it because I think that it's a great picture. I'm kind of focusing on the two of them in the center, although there's a glow light. There we go. But that's my stepmother, Deanna, and that's my dad, Dick Foster. And there's the rest of us. And one of those people isn't even in her family anymore. But that's kind of my family. I showed this picture to Dad. He loved the picture of Deanna. He wants me to take the one person who was my sister's ex-boyfriend, Duffy, and take him out, put Richard in, and then put you in somewhere next to me because there's
doing this.
I belong.
Look at me. I'm with all these white folks dressed in cowboy gear.
Well, you could be dressed in cowboy gear. Tom
You
Mix.
can be a cowboy.
No, he wasn't a black cowboy. Who am I thinking? No, wasn't there a black cowboy?
Idris Elba.
Oh, of course.
Idris Elba.
James Bond.
He plays a black cowboy in a movie on HBO Max right now.
They wouldn't let him be James Bond.
Baby.
That was a dumb choice.
Idris Elba.
He should have been James Bond.
Idris Kawhi Quake. Murder Hunter.
So I'm checking in. So I went to the Bay. I drove to the Bay Area because my dad, with his Alzheimer's and with the grief of my stepmom passing away, was just having a lot of difficulty. And so I went up to stay for 4 nights, 3 nights.
4 nights. You were gone 4 days.
And it was really eye-opening. You know, it was amazing to watch my dad, who is definitely, he slid a lot since the last time I saw him, but so much of that is due to the grief that he's experiencing. And so they were even going to do an evaluation on him sometime this week, and that was canceled. They said there's no way they can get an accurate read on this evaluation because the grief is so heavy. But that's not really what I love about my father is, even though he's going through this Alzheimer's, and even though he knows he's going through Alzheimer's, he still has a good disposition. He just is like the nicest guy. And he'll sit here and he'll be like this. So I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm sitting here talking to you. And I know I'm in San Mateo. I know I'm in San Mateo, California, but I think I'm in Hawaii.
He's making jokes about it.
And he sort of lives in these like duo parallel universes where he's in two places at the same time. His brain loves taking him to Hawaii. So this is when I talked about my grandfather earlier. My grandfather did a lot of construction. He built the tallest, for the beginning, the first tallest hotel on Waikiki back in the 60s.
The Foster Towers.
Oh, the Foster Tower Hotel.
That is still in Waikiki.
It's still there to this day.
The Foster Towers Hotel.
Yeah, you'd be going and they pan down Waikiki. You can
in the original Hawaii 5-0.
Freeze frame it.
Freeze frame it. There it is. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Then it's Diamond's Head before you know it. Head. But I just wanted to. So if I get my father talking about when, because my grandfather going to Hawaii or the hotel, my dad's like all of 26 or something. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And he goes there, and there's a guy there who's kind of helping him out. But he loves, like, his memories of the past are much sharper than the ones of the recent past. And so he's able to go to talk about Hawaii and building this building. And that's when he kind of started courting my mother, and he brought my mother out to Hawaii. And there's all these stories about pearls and cocktails and things like that. And he can live in that moment very clearly for quite some time. Just, I'll ask some questions and whatever. And many of these stories I've heard, but I'll ask him again and again because it's fun to hear him tell them. But, it's really difficult when you kind of say, so do you remember when we went out to dinner last night with Mom? Because Mom did join us for dinner. And Mom came out for it. So, you have to kind of gently, remind him, well, you had a filet. That usually reminds him, by the way. Oh, that's right. I had the filet. That pops him out of it.
I have a question, though. Speaking of fillets.
Yes.
So the first time I met Dick Foster, his father, who I adore. I absolutely adore. By the way, Stacey, does that look familiar? Just asking.
It's also the first time you met Deanna.
First time I met Dick and Deanna.
Yeah.
And he's grilling steaks on this little thing. He has a grill in the house, and he's grilling these steaks. He goes, how do you like it? I said,
it was in the solarium, to be honest.
In the solarium. And the steaks were literally that thick.
He loves fillets. He loves
And he goes, how do you like it? And I was like, and I'm trying not to say medium well.
I'm trying to
say medium.
Point, and we've known each other for what, a year and a half?
Yeah, maybe? I switched from medium well from well done, medium well, going towards medium.
We are rare. We're like, bloodier the better.
Hey, Rita Shepherd.
And to tell, and you knew to tell my father medium.
Medium.
Would kill him. And so I can't make a bad impression.
I said medium rare. And so he literally goes, flip, and threw it on my plate. Y'all, everything black in my body went, I can't eat that. I can't be that nice. Mm-hmm. I said, and literally everyone's like, about to start their steaks. And I was like, could you put mine on just for a little bit longer? And the whole table went like this.
There were just three of us.
That was the whole table, because you were like, don't embarrass me in front of my daddy. And I was like, I'm trying not to embarrass you in front of your daddy, but I can't eat this raw meat. Meat just as raw as it want to be. Mm. Lord, have mercy. And he cooked it a little bit longer for me. And
it wasn't enough.
I just kind of ate it.
You ate around the edge.
Yeah. Has some of the fat. That's all it could do.
And then he said, are you saying that other story?
Oh, this is the same night he's talking. Okay, y'all, hold up. So he's talking about his childhood, and we're both like,
Actually, what it was this, is that my brother, this is such a strange story. My brother and my sister-in-law and their child and whatever were possibly being hunted down by a person on the loose with a gun. Do you remember all this?
Yeah, we're not gonna get this. There was this whole thing.
It was a whole thing. Our family sounds like Dynasty.
There was a gun. There was a double wedding,
and there was a vendetta.
There was a vendetta, and then everyone got shot.
Well, no,
it was crazy.
We were trying not. And so my brother at that time bought a gun, and half of us were just, I bought a gun, but my brother's like, I got to protect my family. And so what was cool about my brother as a gun owner was he then bought a safe to house the gun, which I was appreciative of. I like the Blistex moment. And so I happened to bring up to Dad. I said, well, what do you think about Todd having purchased a gun? And that sent him back. So Dad's from Norman, Oklahoma, and he went back to Norman in his head. He likes going back. That's his thing.
And he's talking about the fact that he had a mammy.
He didn't say that then. I have said that.
Mammy.
No, what he said to you, I know exactly the words he said to you.
What he said was,
so there was a friend of my grandfather's over at the house, and I guess my grandfather had a whole slew of guns, and they were looking at a German Luger. We are not Dynasty.
they're playing with a German Luger, right?
And Norman, Oklahoma, in the living room.
And they were playing with this gun. The gun actually went off in the house.
And it went through the wall.
And it went through the wall.
And you gonna say?
And as he said, and it almost hit that colored gal that used to work for us.
You remember Bertha?
Bertha. Hutch, Rick, you remember Bertha, don't you? Colored gal. And Hutch's face. Rick.
First, I'm Michael Shepard, my father, and he's a gal.
White. Nothing but white. And I went like this. I sat, I listened, I realized where he was in his brain and how he was thinking. And I went, okay, I'm gonna let this play out. And what the man did was goes, oh, I loved her. She did nothing but take care of our family, and she did this and she did that, and she kept talking about it, and his love for this woman permeated the room.
I heard Bertha stories all growing up.
Permeated the room.
Yeah.
And I realized that what he was doing was living that time period and using the term colored. Plus, it's a white man who's not been around very many blacks. That's probably the third black person he's ever talked to in his entire life. I'm not exaggerating about that. Because
I think he probably, to be honest, I think he was probably surrounded by more black people back in Oklahoma than he was in California. Because in California, in the suburbs, no, I don't think he was.
Well, and there's one thing, because it's like even at one party, it's like his brother even said, "Well, I met this one black guy once."
It's true.
So
why are you doing Dora the Explorer, Blake?
Because Blake. Anyway, all of this is to say, we love Dick Foster. We know that he is on a very difficult journey right now, and you're going to be there to help support him and get him through it.
Yes. Well, and not just, I have to give crazy credit to my two sisters and a little bit more begrudgingly my brother, because we are, for right, we're all like sleeping over at his house right now. I was just there, and now my sister's there. My brother will be there. My other sister's flying in from Madison, and during this time of grief, or being with him every single night. But we're getting to that time, and I wonder how many of you out there does where you've had to plan to make sure there's round-the-clock care for your parents, and we're in that particular time period.
So it's a little crazy.
But isn't that as crazy? What's interesting about it to me is I sort of feel like it's doable, and it's doable because my dad's attitude is so good.
I agree with that.
And because I think because even he said to me, I don't think I want to be alone at night. And I was very clear back. I said, I don't think you ever will be. I think we're at a point right now where you will always have someone here, and so that's what we're working towards.
It's going to be a good thing. Can I talk about something else that's white?
Any questions from the peanut gallery?
If y'all have any questions for us, because we literally,
if anyone has any
tonight.
experiences, helping ailing parents or anything like that, or you'd like to put information out, by all means do, because it's there's not just one way to do this.
So today Jake Gyllenhaal said that he doesn't believe that baths are real good, that bathing is an important thing. So my question is this. What is up with y'all white people? What is up? Jake Gyllenhaal.
I think there was that Mila
Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. What's the other boy's name? Why are y'all telling us this? I don't need to know. And the thing that Mila Kunis said that gets on my last nerve, because we don't have to watch the kids every day. Do you understand these are small children who don't know how to wipe their asses? So you're just gonna let that little crusty butt child?
I'm gonna let you know something.
Crusty butt. Okay, because
I'm
look,
gonna let you know something.
This is where
we're gonna have a fight.
This is where white, black child. Go. Go.
I don't think I'm entirely in disagreement with that.
Stink.
No. You take care of that. I'm not saying there's certain parts of your body you don't clean daily.
Well, but even Ashton Kutcher, I hit the hot spots. Pit, tit, tongue, or whatever.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit the hot spots. But it's like every day.
Well, my point is this. Can I say my point?
Yes, please.
If Ashton Kutcher walked around to his sets, to his various workplaces, to whatever, and just a funk followed him wherever, I would have to say that isn't working for you.
but let me ask you this.
Yes.
It's Ashton Kutcher. Who gonna say something?
Well, I don't know.
Now, if Tiffany Haddish walked in funky, somebody gonna say some shit to her ass.
No, and you're not wrong with that. You've often said, well, I mean, I think that's worth
somebody gonna
saying.
say to Tiffany Haddish, you do have washcloth, right? And we ain't gonna even talk about washcloth right now.
I don't know that I like washcloths. I've never liked washcloths. Right.
I heard. Okay. I just don't understand.
No, because washcloths get very mildewy fast. I don't like the idea of putting mildewy cloth on my body. I think that's fair.
I think it's fair. That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
That's why you get a new one every day, which only hurts the environment. But it's like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
don't tell us. What?
No, my thing is this. I think body types are different. And I'm not talking black or white body types. I'm just saying body types overall are different. I think some people are able to be less funky than others. I think some people have to wash every day. I think it's just different. I don't know that putting chemicals on you if you don't need it is necessary. Just like, why take, I don't know, a headache pill every day if you don't have a headache type of
Okay, so you're saying don't take chemicals if you don't need them. Well, that leads right into what I want to talk about next.
chemicals.
The
What?
vaccination. I
Well,
want to talk about this vaccination.
I have to say something.
Go ahead.
We're going to get on a plane.
We're getting on a plane.
We have to wear a mask
Boom.
for, 5 hours. And I just think the whole thing could have been alleviated if we all got the vaccine. That's my thinking.
Y'all.
That's my thinking.
Get the vaccine.
Get the vaccine.
Come on. These numbers are just there.
May I show an image? Would you mind if I show?
Oh, you have an image.
got
We've
two
not.
images.
I don't know what he has.
So
Nobody has.
what is this? So these are the fully vaccinated images. So like 52, what would that be? About 62% of the dark green. And look at the states. I mean, even Florida, which is interesting because of everything Ron DeSantis has said. But look at it's the outer states, Colorado, New Mexico.
Wait. Show me again.
Look,
Anything over 50% is dark, right?
Right, but these are the fully vaccinated people of the United States. And so the dark green are the states have the most. But look at the very light green states. They have the least fully vaccinated people in their country. I'm going to compare that. Look at this image.
Okay, we're to the image.
This is COVID cases of the last week.
Ooh.
Where are they located? It's all down in that same southern quadrant, that Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee. Look at that. Boom, right there. And, Florida, because DeSantis is being a bit of an asshole at the moment. A bit. So I looked at those two things. Well, and DeSantis is coming up later because he's driving me a little bit crazy. But our COVID, you were talking about COVID. What did you want to say about COVID?
I just want to tell y'all, look, I want to tell y'all just to get vaccinated. Tell your friends to get vaccinated because I'm trying to get certain family members, my family members, to get vaccinated.
Well, this is very true.
I did not know
Yeah.
that there are certain family members in my family that weren't vaccinated. And I had to get on that horn and start talking shit. And like, no, Negroes, because my family's a bunch of Negroes. Negroes, y'all need to get this stab.
Are they colored people?
Get it. That's it. That's a whole TikTok conversation about colored people. Because there's a whole TikTok thing that happened today, which is why he brought that up.
No, I didn't. I brought it up because my dad said it 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you people colored?
Going to Maui, Nick Arnson. We're going to Maui.
But the reason why I think that, we have to look at facts. And the facts are the states that have the least fully vaccinated people have the most cases. Let's just say that again. Let's be very clear. the states have the most cases right now in the United States, have the least vaccinated people. So get vaccinated. That means it works. The people who are in hospitals who are dying of COVID are 99.9% the unvaccinated.
Get back, because I want to hug you. I want to hug you. Tim Connell, I want to hug you. I know you vaccinated.
There isn't a scam. You're not going to get a little, I don't know, what do they think? A little chip being put inside you. We have a neighbor down our block. He was sick. The ambulances came like 2 weeks ago. He decided, I'm not going to go in the ambulance. We didn't even know at that point what was wrong. Of course, you think COVID, but you don't necessarily know. And then this last week, he was eventually taken to the hospital, and
5 days.
He died.
Boom.
He was on the respirator,
and he was
a
great guy. He was a great guy, but they just weren't
Why
vaccinated.
didn't he vaccinate? We do not know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Is it religious? Is it political? We do not know. But guess what? The disease does not discriminate.
But we saw how it affected
does not matter.
And our
why.
son, who has never had to deal with that, our son, this was a very good friend of his. He loved talking to this man. Hurt now for this. It's just like, it's a man who left 4 children behind. It's like, come on, just do it, please.
Vaccinated.
Oh my God.
So this is what I mean. The information that I have. So our printer broke, so I have to go do other things. So Florida, big time in the news. So even though it was fairly green in that picture in terms of fully vaccinated, the one thing that DeSantis did in the beginning was he vaccinated the elderly. That because there's a lot of elderly in Florida. So good for him, good on him. He did that. But then he decided to go, but for those of you who are not elderly, and he's backed off really doing anything to protect the rest of the state. And so here are some numbers of what's happened in Florida this last week, I think it is. Right now, Florida has 20% of the nation's cases of COVID. Think about this, that little state, 20% of the nation's cases. That's a problem.
Ain't gotta happen, y'all.
That's 134,000, by the way.
134,000.
They have broken records of their
y'all have broken records
of their hospitalization.
Of the hospitalization.
We have to get that far in. And he did that whole thing where he rejects mask mandates. He basically is saying schools that do mask mandates, or those school districts that do mask mandates, he's going to pull funding from them. Other governors have followed suit. I think it was Arkansas. I mean, it's just Texas. These governors are ridiculous.
Y'all need to stop now. Y'all these southern states have got me rocking and moaning like a Negro spiritual.
Okay, you want to read DeSantis?
Do I have to?
I'll do it if you don't want to.
All right, let's go.
That's what I got.
We can either have a free society or we can have a biomedical security state. And I can tell you, Florida, we're a free state. People are going to be free to choose to make their own decisions about themselves, about their families, about their kids' education, about putting food on the table.
No, we're putting food on the table. Here's the deal. Freedom does not mean you have the right to inflict pain on others. If you are carrying COVID, and you're giving it to the neighbor and giving it to that person and passing it around, that's doing harm to others. So your freedom is at the expense of other people. So you can't. What?
No, keep going.
Agree?
I've been interrupted.
No, I don't have a reason why.
Oh, I think we're back. We're back now. So I don't know, but we had a little problem there.
Well, we have 16 people up there. So
yeah, but I'm saying that our video on my page is interrupted. So we just we're frozen.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, we're frozen still.
But we did. Okay, this is not going to happen. The freezing's not going to happen again.
We're gonna get a cord, an Ethernet cord. We're figuring out how to update
all this.
Anyway, I'm so frustrated with him because I think he's posturing and he's kind of doing, like I said, he has the knowledge. He made the seniors in his safe state. Seniors in his state safe. I said it right that time. Why the fuck not make everyone else in your state safe? And he's not making people mask in the schools. I think Jen Psaki has something to say about that.
Question. Florida's Governor DeSantis says that he may start withholding funds from school districts that don't let parents opt out of policies that require masks in the classroom? Does the president think that parents should have that kind of power?
As a parent myself of 2 young children, that I want public health officials to make decisions about how to keep my kids safe, not politicians. And not only is Governor DeSantis not abiding by public health decisions, he's fundraising off of this. So my view is that, and our view as an administration, is that parents in Florida, parents across the country should have the ability and the knowledge that their kids are going to school and they're in safe environments. That shouldn't be too much to ask.
So the most important thing she said to me, I want the health officials in my state to make the decisions,
Boom, boom, boom.
not the politicians. And what DeSantis is doing by making these unilateral decisions that no one wears a mask in the schools is he is then penalizing those other districts that want to do that, that want to keep it safe. And so that is absolutely fill in the blank. Fine.
That's holery.
Thank you.
So help me, y'all. There's a song that's in my head because you used the word freedom, and I said
Freedom.
No.
Is that Aretha?
No. It's like with this. Freedom is a state of mind. Freedom. Freedom is a dun. Freedom is a state of mind. David C. Nichols, you have to know this song. I'm sure you know it, but it's in my head.
You know
now.
what I heard?
What?
Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 da.
Green Acres is a place to be. Oh my God, this just reminded me that I need to talk about something.
Like Green Acres?
Green Acres just reminded me.
Do it.
So I want to talk about a man who had his right foot cut off, was blind, and then had to teach about a reading rainbow. Do y'all know who that person is?
Is it LeVar Burton?
LeVar Burton.
Oh, I found it.
LeVar Burton, y'all, was basically turned down from the Jeopardy people. He ain't gonna get that Jeopardy job. The man had his right foot cut off, had to get whipped. My name is Kuta Kinte. They whipped him till he was Tobit. Had the majority forwards and couldn't see shit. They went on Reading Rainbow. And they won't give him the Jeopardy job. I'm mad. I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it.
I have to say something.
What?
When everyone was kind of like Katie Couric was doing it, all of them were doing it. And then God, will you let me say a phrase? So, and then they were like the public was putting forth LeVar Burton as a great possibility. They went, well, we'll give LeVar Burton this random week in July to do. Like, it never felt like they absorbed what the public wanted. It never felt like they listened. Like they already had something in mind. Like they had to give it to him, but I don't know if they wanted to.
I want LeVar Burton. I don't want this man that I don't even want to speak his name into existence because I don't want to give him any more power. Yes, I do, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to give him any power.
What about Jean Smart?
Jean Smart can do anything she wants.
That's what I thought. I knew
Jean Smart.
But I will say, the person they're casting in the role, I don't know the guy's name, but he is a white man, right?
Yes.
And that's disappointing.
And guess what? He's qualified. He was on like 3 other game shows.
I'm not saying he isn't qualified, but I'm disappointed in ABC or Jeopardy or whoever is the overseer to go, you know what? This is a time of diversity. To not have a woman, to not have a person of color, to not do something outside white, male, whatever I find that disappointing.
Jimmy Ward said they put him on during at the first week of the Olympics.
That makes sense, yeah.
So that his ratings would be lower.
Jennifer Lee Warren, I agree. There was something about the announcement, the way it all rolled out. I said, they don't want him. They're not wanting him at all. There wasn't an enthusiasm.
No.
I didn't see
We all did. Yeah. I know I did.
Well, we can always not watch. We don't watch anyway.
Yeah, we don't watch anyway. Hey, Greg, how are you?
All right, I have to go back to some governors.
All right, I just want to say that. I do want to say this. Jean Smart.
Yeah.
I know. Y'all know me. I root for everybody black. I think that this time I have to root for Jean Smart at the Emmys.
Wow.
Because Jean Smart.
Why always forget the name of the show, though?
Hacks.
Hacks. You know what I said in my head? Is it Vexed?
Vexed.
I would watch a show called Vexed.
I think we should watch a show called Vexed.
Let's develop a show called Vexed.
I love a show called Vexed.
Starring Jennifer Lee Warren.
Jennifer Warren is vexed. And she sings her own song.
It has a
Broadway's Jennifer Warren is vexed.
She has a motorcycle with.
She has a motorcycle. Okay. I think that we should sit down and just get really drunk and just do like storyboards for all the shows we'd like to see. And who we like to see.
I'm getting very Yvonne Craig and Batman though with this image of Vexed is. Do you remember when Vexed?
So Jennifer Lee Warren wearing a red wig with a flip and a mask, and she's vexed. I see it.
I see her wearing purple though. The purple I like. Okay, we're going back to these stupid governors. So this is Governor Kay Ivey from Alabama. This woman, it's a very short little clip, but I did get it for y'all. Just watch.
In Alabama, the state with the lowest vaccination rate in the country, 34%.
The new cases in COVID are because of unvaccinated folks. But it's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks. It's the unvaccinated folks that are letting us down.
Well, I honestly don't want to bash the Southern accent, but it sounds so unenlightened. I'm like, well, let me tell you what I found out. I mean, this is how my family, I come from a family of Oklahomans, so I hear the phrase in the Bay Area. I was raised, aunts, uncles, grandparents, father, not mother. I'm from Oklahoma, so I was raised there.
You know what I think about that accent? You know what I think about it? I'm vexed.
I'm vexed.
Starring Jennifer Lee Warren.
But I heard her go, you know what I found out? It's the unvaccinated. Like she found out yesterday. Like the news hasn't been around for a year and a half. No, she found out yesterday that it's the unvaxxed people. Okay.
I'm just done.
Good on you, Kay Ivey, for turning it around in Alabama.
I'm done. Hey, Victoria Hoffman, what's up?
That much? And the other one, and I had a clip, but for some reason it wasn't transferring in. But it was Asa Hut, another governor, Asa Hut. Do you think Asa Hutchinson would like that?
I like Asa Buchanan would like it.
That's a different person entirely.
One life to live.
Bump, bump, bump. So Asa Hutchinson, governor of Arkansas, also has recently said, so in Arkansas they also, which was banning anywhere in Arkansas mandating masks. I find that very strange that you're banning, I have to say this again, they are created a law that banned the mandate of masks. So no school district in Arkansas or Florida could mandate you have to wear a mask. Like LAUSD, children, they have to wear a mask to school when school starts next week. But in Arkansas, no, there was a law, and that law was recently turned down by a judge. And Asa Hutchinson has come out and said, well, that was good. I think that I was short-sighted. No, what was it? He actually had a quote. His quote was, I'm getting it. His quote was, in hindsight, I wish that had not become a law. Once again, the information has been around for a year and a half, Asa. A year and a half. If you just read a book, trusted science, looked at the numbers, you would have been as enlightened as I am. But no, you decided, oh, I'm going to listen to the Republican line and not do it. But he did change it around, and he's whatever.
I can't talk anymore about these folks. I can't talk about it.
But I have to say, no, we're going to say this one more time. Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
For real. This isn't us yelling at you. We're not bitching at you. We're not anything. But it will keep you alive and everyone in your life alive.
Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
You know what? I would say this because who just said something? Bernard K. Addison said, Gene is smart. Gene is kind.
Gene got an Emmy.
All right, so I want to say, because we're flying by the seat of our pants tonight, and we're gone next week. Again, we're not going to be here next week. We're going to be on vacation, family doing stuff, eating and drinking.
I was almost saying, do we dare do a thing from Hawaii? And
we might surprise.
We might.
Hang on. You don't know. We might surprise you. Because guess what? It's 5:30 in the afternoon there. It might be right during cocktail hour. Up Ace
Did we glitch?
We glitched. There's so much happening right now. There's so much happening right now. So anyway, One Life to Live played. Asa Buchanan was played by Phil Carey. Let's talk about soap operas. What was your favorite soap opera? Please say something in the comments because I would
Nighttime or daytime or both.
Nighttime, daytime. Well, okay.
Because together, I was a Dynasty fan.
Collectively, we were nighttime, but I was my daytime soaps were All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, and you were on a couple of soaps.
Yes.
You were on Days of Our Lives.
No, I did. When we moved out here, I did 2 days of Days of Our Lives. And Deidre Hall would walk in the hallway with little dark glasses and act like she couldn't look at you.
But we love you, Deidre Hall, if you're listening. We love you.
I couldn't love you. With dark glasses on actors in Hollywood, indoors.
Right. I'm just letting you know.
Just
on right now on the Book of Face, we are glitching like crazy.
I don't know what to do about it. You the people about the people.
I know. And we didn't do
Signal.
that.
Let me look at my
All right.
signal right now.
So, Tressa Lucio, honey. Tressa Lucio. Lucio, who's my favorite bartender in the entire world and one of my best girl gals. We every Thursday afternoon at a bar in Chicago called Berlin.
Yeah.
We would have All My Children. We were playing the week of All My Children, and it would be fantastic. We would do Friday through Thursday,
right?
And we would have the stars of. We would fly the stars of All My Children.
You did not.
In to talk. We'd have these special All My Children nights. So we had.
Well, how did you tape it? Did you tape it?
No, we had a DJ who would tape it.
We had people who did it.
We had people who did it. Dion Labriola would do it. Dion, are you there? Are you there?
We had people who cleaned our house. It's the same thing. Absolutely did not absorb what I just said.
Yeah.
He ignored me. He ignored me with that. He husband.
You. So, we glitchy games. We're gonna get off this very soon because we're glitching.
He's ignoring me. It doesn't really matter.
Because we don't race.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay. But we had who did we have? Teresa, help me out.
Well, are people saying their favorite soap operas? You asked a question.
Well, I'm just gonna say it's All My Children.
Everyone's saying All My Children?
Hey, Miss Laura!
What about NBC?
Give me
your glass.
Oh, more ice. We're not going to go this long, y'all. We truly were not. Let's split it. So go. Well, guess what? Victor Home, we bought the Ethernet cable, and then they didn't give us the right connector. And I'm pissy about it. I'm real pissy about it. So, but we would go and, I can't remember who was there.
Well, if you would just let me play into the conversation, here you are like doing this hemming and hawing. It's really boring to watch. Well, because I was at NBC.
Who was the matriarch on All My Children? Who was the matriarch?
Phoebe
Tyler Wallingford Snow.
Do you want to know something?
So Phoebe Tyler Wallingford.
He's talked about this for years.
So she came to this theater. David Canary came.
So no, but who flew them out?
The bar. The bar would fly these people out as special events. And it was so amazing.
How much do you think they could?
I don't know, but the bar
would have $1,000 or something.
Well, they got flown out. Phoebe Tyler Wallingford Snow. Phoebe Snow. I don't. That's not her.
It's Phoebe Tyler Wallingford.
But yeah, Phoebe Tyler Wallingford.
I watched. Did you watch? So I did watch.
Ruth Warwick. Thank you. Who said that? David Nichols. I love you. Thank you.
You asked me. You got to incorporate me into this conversation.
I will incorporate
you. I will incorporate
you.
I watched NBC though because I watched like Our Lives in Another World. Did you watch either of those?
With you in New York.
Well, I ended up doing Another World an awful lot, which is fun. But I because that was right out in Brooklyn. Sometimes they send a car. That's always fun when they send a car. You feel a little special.
I think my favorite episode ever was General Hospital when the port completely froze, or when Erica Kane's twin sister cane.
What was her name?
Sugar cane.
Her name was not Sugar Cane.
Sugar cane.
But that was Linda Evans' name on that movie with
Sugar cane. Oh my
I'm
God.
telling
Beach
you.
blanket bingo.
Beach
Blanket
Bingo.
Ba-bum-bum. Beach blanket bingo. Ba-bum-bum.
Linda Evans bringing us back to Dynasty, which was one of my favorites.
And Billy
I
Clyde
have to
Tuggle. Oh
say-
my God.
I have to say, not that it necessarily was a soap opera, but Big Valley, kind of soapish. Also with Linda Evans. And Miss Barbara Stanwyck.
Lesbian.
Oh, you can show your shirt.
Miss Barbara Stanwyck.
That's how she wants to be remembered.
All right, y'all. We got 2 minutes out of here. We are out of here. We're glitching. It's not cute.
We love you all.
So we love you all.
We say aloha.
Anything we
I
have?
feel like my
we,
eyes. I need something for my eyes. If anyone has good eye remedy for film, I need to.
Oh my God, Jimmy Moore or David Siegel, Jesse, Jimmy, Greg, and Angie. Oh my
Who
God.
were they? The
Oh, they were the two. Jesse was the hardened criminal. So Jesse walked into Berlin. So we flew Jesse in. We flew him in. We flew Jesse and Angie into Berlin. And honey, Jesse was having an evening. And it was crazy. And we were like, oh, I didn't know you was like that. And everyone is.
I do what?
And
Is this All My Children? You said?
yeah,
Okay.
I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. So
You
anyway,
know, in another world, it just occurred to me. I played long-haired boss. And they cast because I had hair about this. Just saying. I also, on Guiding Light, played Marina Guy. That was fun.
anyway,
With Kevin Sorbo. My scene was with Kevin Sorbo. That's
So,
something.
we
So
gotta-
you got to give it to me.
that Republican asshole Kevin Sorbo.
Yes, he
Yes,
gave it
he
to
was
me.
like- All right, a
There
couple
we go.
more things we want to do. One,
No more.
Bethany's going to plug. Bethany, we're going to talk about this thing right now.
Oh.
Taking the Reins, which is a girl empowerment, girl and girl identifying empowerment group.
Something you said girl on girl.
I know, girl empowerment group here in Los Angeles. Taking the Reins, REINS, is a group that our child goes to, and it is wonderful. It through horse husbandry and farming. It teaches young folk or folks with an X how to like really take care of the earth and take care of like other creatures and take care of just things in life in general.
But I'm missing. I'm not reading.
There is a benefit for taking the
awesome.
reins, and it's happening. And I would love you take reins.org. And if you cannot go to the benefit, make a donation. And when I say if you give $2, you give $2. Because guess what? $2 is $2. It's $2 they didn't have. $5 is $5 they did not have. And you'd be surprised at how far $5 can go. And they also provide food boxes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
They also provide food boxes for families from their very own gardens. And it is a beautiful
I have to
thing.
say, we do get good vegetation. But Bethany did provide the link.
The link is there. So if you want to go to this, or if you want to make a donation to Taking the Reins, it is a beautiful organization. I also want to talk about our friend John Lawrence Rivera is having an evening of the Flip Kitchen. John was on here a few weeks ago talking. He's someone who has been feeding the artistic community here in Los Angeles throughout the last year, literally making food through the last year and feeding anyone who wanted it. If you go to his theater's website, you can go
Alliance.
Alliance.
Obaco.
Obaco.
What is it? It's the theater.
Is this like some like Leviosa, which we don't
Leviosa.
talk about
Oh no.
because of that heifer
But
who
wait,
wrote
no.
those books?
I thought it was, what is the theater company?
No, I don't remember.
You know what? He said that, and I thought I was helping. But
Hold on
I
one
got too
second.
much
One second.
help.
I'll have a sip. I'll know right away.
It's not. No, I know that.
Playwrights Arena.
There we go.
Playwrights Arena is John Lawrence. Playwrights
I
Arena.
was thinking about like
PlaywrightsArena.org. And then it aims to flip kitchens. But John's going to be cooking for like 20 people outside.
And we got a reservation.
And we're going on the 17th. We're going to the 7th. It's $75 a person, but all the proceeds go to the theater company.
And the food's good. The food's crazy
fucking
good.
amazing.
And
so those are two things you can like, donate to.
Not the entertainment, but the company of the other people. Would be
Yeah, Playwrights Arena. So you have that, and there's I don't know who's singing, but someone might be on the 17th. We don't know.
I hope it's not you.
Those people will hope it's not me. Nobody wants to hear.
Is it Leah
sing.
Salonga?
We're a little drunk. Okay. Anything else, y'all? Y'all have any other questions?
I have
Anything else?
so many questions. I don't even know where to go.
We gotta go because.
Oh, don't not unless you're doing it, because you can't promise something.
Jason, baby, how you doing? Anyway, we have got to go because we've been boozing and we haven't finished packing yet, and we're leaving in the morning.
But we're lovely.
Yeah.
And you're lovely.
And we don't even have a ride to the airport yet.
How about you did that?
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Say good night, please.
Good night, please.
Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses on.
All right, Casey. All right. We adore you. We'll see you. I didn't know this.
Boozing with gays.
Hello.
Makes me happy.